Today, we are back with an exclusive rescue mission of 2 distressed elephants in a massive man-made irrigation canal. Agriculture is the main livelihood of majority of the villagers, residing in the dry zone. This is a large canal with V-shaped cross-section, holding a large volume of water with strong water currents. This type of irrigation canal are erected to irrigate thousands of hectares of cultivated land. With strong droughts that prevail in these days, elephants from forest reserves stray into the villages in search of food and water. With these elephants attempting to drink out of the canal, they more often slide down the concrete retaining wall of the canal and fell into it. The elephants were washed around 5 kilometers downstream before being hauled out. It was in the morning that the resident villagers nearby noticed these distressed elephants. After seeing the distressed animals, the locals immediately contacted the Department of Wildlife Conservation to get their expertise and support to get the animals out. The villagers and wildlife officers worked together to rescue the elephant. The operation was a bit difficult as the elephants were washing away with strong water currents towards the downstream. The thoughtful wildlife officers made a simple structure to pull the elephant away from the downstream current using tires and strong ropes. Using that structure, they hauled the elephants upstream and tried to get the elephants to a steady point. Otherwise, it is really hard to get the elephants out with a strong water current pulling themselves downward. In this point, you can see a protruded concrete wall of the canal. The crew decided that this is the ideal point to get the elephants out from the canal, as the water speed here is lower due to the erection of the cross-concrete wall. They gave their fullest effort to haul the elephants to that steady point. Finally, they were succeeded. Now, the elephants are away from the rush of water currents, and it is easy to make their way out of here. Then, the villagers together with the wildlife officers created a makeshift ladder by tying tires and logs to ropes to facilitate the elephants to coming out. The ladder will hopefully give the elephant enough footage to climb out on their own. It will provide them a firm grip to grab onto. The operation itself is a massive endeavor. This was still not that easy of a task, as you cannot just expect the wild animals to use the ladder. The 2 elephants have expended a lot of energy trying to make their way out of the canal, and they were very tired. But they were in desperate need to come out. Since the elephants were too heavy, that did not seem to work initially, and it kept falling back into the canal. With one last burst of energy, one elephant thrust itself up onto the ladder and onto the dry land. Finally, he won. The elephant has managed to get out of the canal. Following his friend, the other elephant also started climbing up onto the ladder. With great difficulty, he managed to make his way out from the canal. But he got entangled with one end of the rope ladder. The elephant was confused and struggled to free himself. Eventually, he was able to get rid of the entangled ropes. They used firecracker signaling to steer the elephants towards the forest. The determination of the elephant and the effort of the villagers and wildlife officers worked out. 2 precious lives were saved.